of the advantages and disadvantages of different RC vehicles, I'm going to be talking about the short course truck, the Acme Trooper. Let's just go through the advantages and disadvantages, pros and cons of the short course trucks. Short course trucks, or desert trucks, or SC trucks, whatever you want to call them, are well known for their great track stability. These ones, of course, have an even lower ground clearance most of the time than the buggies. These ones have more speed than the buggies. These ones have more desert type tyres than the buggies. And these ones basically look totally different to a buggy design. If we compare the two, this one is 1/8 scale buggy. This one has like a smaller shell. This one has bigger shell. They're both 1/8 scale. Let us go through the advantages and the disadvantages of this one. Now, of course, let us start at the fact, of course, they are lower to the ground. Now, that means that you're going to get scratches. Now, scratches on the bottom aren't a bad thing, but of course, the fact that the gears are closer to the ground, or the hole that is covering the gears is closer to the ground, isn't such a good thing. So, of course, the fact that they are closer to the ground maybe means that more damage will occur to the front and the rear bumpers, perhaps, and also stuff like that. Basically, the only other disadvantages of the short course trucks is that these ones aren't so great for a rough terrain. I mean, you can run these ones kind of like on sand or on desert, dusty type areas and stone type areas. But if you try to take these ones to very, very high jumps, I mean, smallish jumps are fine, but if you try to take these ones to very, very high jumps, or even just a rough, grassy area, they would struggle. Especially the fact that rough, grassy or rough areas, the fact that they have lower ground clearance, it will struggle to actually clear that terrain due to its low ground clearance. And also the tyres. The tyres do not have the best of grips for the type of, real off-road terrains. The tyres are best for a smoother terrain, for example, like sand or a stony area. Even though it's not smooth, of course, the stones, as in comparison to a very jumpy area, the stones are quite smooth. Of course, due to the lower ground clearance and the sleek design with the tyres that have sort of like much thinner tyres, slightly less grip, however, this does make them a lot faster, meaning, of course, that the speed on these ones outdoes both of these ones. And whether you do get a nitro short course or you do get an electric short course, I would always find that the short course truck the speed itself, not necessarily anything else, but the speed will always outdo than these two sitting either side of me here. Okay, so last but not least, last thing I'm going to go with is that these short course trucks are great and well known for their stability racing and are great for the track. And despite them not being great off-road, I think you need to buy one of these in mind of not so much bashing, but more speed and more smooth terrain, good performance, rather than thinking, oh, let's go out, let's take the truck out today and let's do huge amounts of bashing, because these ones are more about the performance and the stability. Now let's move on to the Barbarian NXL 1/8 scale nitro truck, also known as Beast. Oh.